Shalom, it's Sophie Carrots. Hey, all right, so this is gonna be a wellness reading. Welcome. Let me write that down. Wellness reading. This is gonna be in the ESPM format. You guys know, emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental. This is timeless as always. All right, wellness reading. So we're gonna be doing the themes. I have the Mystic Monday deck, so it's all major arcanas. I like to go into those because we have the new moon here in Virgo. So Virgo is about preparedness, but it's also about the body, okay? Being prepared for what the body wants you to transition into, okay? It's gonna be really important, but also divine, okay? And then we have the mudras, which are a hand gesture, of course, but it's also going to be, this literally speaks to different parts of your body. Whenever you make these moves, you're making these moves for your body to communicate certain, feelings, but also certain, activating certain parts of your body that you need to respond and be in harmony to. Okay, so let's focus on for the new moon in Virgo. And this is also in alignment with Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I think it's at 25 degrees. So that's, third decan of Virgo. Really important. Especially because it's about what you can give to others, but also what, you have already established and what you have firmly established. All right, so I have two dice. I thought I was gonna do it in the ESPN format, but I guess I should stay with the same intention. Okay, so I'm gonna stay with the same intention. I'm gonna roll for, one card. Let me see. I'm gonna use another deck. I'm gonna use 3 decks then. All right, so I'm gonna use 1 and 4. I don't know what that means. Maybe one theme. I don't really want to. Okay, one theme. That's fine. So 1 and 4, because I had that out and I had set the intention for it. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the World card at the bottom of the deck, which I strongly appreciate because it really gives you a perspective of like how this can transform your whole life, but also how it can transform, other people around you. Okay, it has like a magnetism to like whatever energy you have is going to dispel off to others. Like, so be kind of cognitive of it, especially if you have negative energy, you have overthinking energy, you have lack energy. And even though the devil isn't lack based because he's Capricorn, and so he's like how people see you, the 10th house energy, you also have that ability to, fixate and climb to the area you want to climb. So it's kind of like executing things that come from your mind. Okay, so that's going to be that. This is what the new moon in Virgo is going to bring you all. Oh, I saw union. Nice. Whew. We have this era alignment. So this is for the emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental. Wow. Okay. And then we have inner sense. That's not the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is potential. Okay. You got potential. So the focus is going to be I awaken the potential within my own highest truth. Okay. So that's going to be that. But also at the top of the deck is inner sense. Okay, so literally. So ooh, I like this. Like an inner. It's like acknowledging the inner sense of worth that you have. Okay, so we got Vayu, which is the air element. So think of the number 4. So it's a strong 4 and foundation. Okay, so how you feel emotionally. Okay, is it stable? Is it responsive? Are you responsive? Okay, so yeah, let's write these words down. Are you stable? Are you responsive? Are you do you have boundaries? And then the other area I feel like there can be is, are you open and receptive? Okay, open, receptive, same thing. Okay, and this doesn't have an actual, mudra for you to perform, but it's also going to be for, I guess, yoga poses, which is the cobra, the upward dog, and then also the bridge, which I think I might do these tonight during my night yoga. Okay, so the tense is going to be about touch. Okay, are you in touch with the emotional, the emotional space? Okay, I'm thinking of heart chakra, of course, and then the energy center is heart chakra. And then we have the symbols are going to be gazelle, deer, hawk, clouds, open vistas. Okay, and then the rules, the heart, the lung. So think of course, Gemini, so communication. Mercury, how you're using your Mercury. So are you emotionally intelligent? Are you using emotional intelligence to communicate the things that you desire? Not just like, oh, I know, but it's more like, so I feel, okay? And then it's thymus and then a nervous system, okay? And that's also going back with those boundaries. You know, people can literally trigger certain things in you because you haven't, you know, stabilized that responsive center, okay? And then we have the qualities that are open-hearted, loving, light, compassionate, but also forgiving, okay? Woo, I felt that one. Sometimes I take a really long time to forgive because I want to process in areas, for one, back to myself. I'm always having an emotional conversation. Like, did I do something to really, and sometimes people's own behavior is not a reflection of you. And that's one of like the most like devil thoughts that you can have. It's like, did I do something personally to, you know what I'm saying? Like, to create this reaction to me. And it's also about karma. People go into that state of karma. In a sense where they are trying to decipher, you know, did they do something? You know what I mean? Is this a backlash for a past life, or is this a backlash for a current thing? You know, and then you go into this space and you start thinking about all the times when you had to affirm boundaries to other people. And it's like, am I getting paid back for boundaries with these people? Okay. So for the spiritual space, we have the space, which is ether, and it's the element. Okay. So this actually doesn't have a performative mudra. So it's Akasha. I like how this is blue for throat chakra, this is purple for crown chakra, okay? And then the yoga poses you can do is half shoulder stands, the fish pose, but also the legs up on a wall, which is great to do on the bed. So, you know, nighttime yoga. All right, so the sense is going to be about hearing. So do you spiritually, or are you spiritually hearing what, you know, your ancestors are wanting to tell you, your spirit guides, the deities? Have you connected with what deities actually communicate with you and who they respond to, and what action do they respond to most, and which you kind of already do or perform, okay? And then we have the throat chakra and beyond. So those are the energy centers. My apologies. And then we have the symbols, which are stars, full moon. So this is going to be, this is the time for you to reflect back on the last full moon to now, but also into the next full moon. Okay, I believe it's on October 30. No, never mind. It might be October, like the Halloween one. Okay, so really take it. That's the one I'm getting anyway. This is called the circle. Okay, so making sure you do a seal, okay, to protect you and certain things that you want to do for your energy, your business, and your thoughts and ideas. And then we have for reflection of lights. So you can see I had to bring lights in the room, and actually it's something I love to do, is like turn on, because I use 3 lights to perform, but I like to, well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I use 3 lights to perform, but when I cut off the first, you know, the first 2, I'm just like, okay, now I'm left with the reflections of the light, and, you know, they add like some type of soothing effect, some type of warmness to, you know, my secondary part of like my room, okay? And then we have the constellation. So look up at the stars. Take yourself to the Space Museum. I'm not sure if you might have that near you, but I love the one in South Bend that we have, or it might be in Fort Wayne, but it's in northern Indiana. I really enjoy going there. I kind of want to go there as an adult because I know I was really attracted to that astronomy, you know, facet when I was a child. But this rules the throat chakra as well. So the neck, okay, give yourself a nice good, and this was actually something I was needing to do before I performed all my videos earlier, before I did menopause. So it was interesting. And then we have the endocrine system, the thyroid, and then the pineal gland, okay? And then we have the qualities, which are liberation, expansion, awareness, purification, but also consciousness, okay? So this is going to be helping you allow, you know, yourself to raise that consciousness to become in divine, okay? You can see the thought, the throat, the, you know, the energy centers being demonstrated here in my background. That's something I have to think about every day, is like what area actually, or what color is coming out to me most. So in the physical section, we have the universal light. So more on the light, and I feel like these two are going to work hand in hand with the spiritual and physical manifestations of the things that you desire to have, but also to experience. And this is going to be the Sahasrara Mudra. Okay, I said that very confidently. I don't know how it's pronounced. And then we have the meditation, concentration, and wisdom. But the benefits are going to be able to balance your right and your left sides of the brain, which is kind of like good duality, mental exercise, mental clarity. And then improves concentration and the brain function. Okay, it's almost kind of like reading a really big word book. So one of the big word books that I always read, that I always like, it is A Brand New World by that one guy. It's like one of those books we had to read in AP. All right, but also it stimulates the pituitary gland and pineal, okay? But also reduces headaches and calms the spirit, opens one to unified consciousness, and then the element is going to be space as well. So like I said, these two are definitely friends. Okay, you see how 1 is 35 and 1 is 5, but it does include the 5, so that's definitely